Traders who don't understand price action are essentially gambling with their finances. Here's how I know. Hello fellow traders, I'm Trader Tom with over a decade and a half of experience, as well as the founder of Simply Forex Trading Academy. I'm opening the doors to just 20 ambitious traders for my elite weekly masterclasses, where you get the chance to join an inner circle where ordinary traders turn into market experts. Dive deep into the art of price action trading across 4 intensive sessions. You'll emerge with ability to spot high probability trades, execute with confidence, and achieve consistent gains. Secure your spot immediately. Don't miss this exclusive opportunity to kickstart your journey. Can't wait to see you in class. Hello traders, welcome back. Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you succeed at trading. As always guys, we're going to start today's vid by looking back at yesterday's trade. But if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and my analysis and the news. Also guys, if I look like I've got a slight black eye, it's because I've been rubbing my eye. Nobody has beat me up, it's too early. Right guys, let's start with yesterday's trades. We had 2 trade ideas, and what the first one was Aussie dollar US dollar, right? And we were looking to sell this. So why were we looking to sell this? Well, this is the day chart, and if we just follow structure, it was actually in a downtrend here, but we're still in a range, okay? And basically price has been ranging from here, yeah, to here, right? So if we're at the top of the range, yeah, and we're seeing, you know, very bearish candles, which we were, we can potentially take price back down to the bottom of the range, come from the top to the bottom, right? Just simple understanding market structure and trend, right? And then also, guys, as I said, we had 2 bearish candles. Now, yesterday's candle, you know, we don't want to see a bullish candle, right? We're selling this market. We don't want to see this candle. However, you know, this top wick, you know, is encouraging. And there's this level here, which you'll see on the H4. We just don't want that breaking. If that stays intact, then potentially it could still come down. So that was the idea, to sell it. If we drop down to the H1, so this was like 2 trades in one, if you like. One was kind of a H4, a H1 trade, and now the trade has become a H4 trade. Now, I actually entered that in here, guys, right? Okay, so why did I enter in here? Because I was looking at H1 structure, and then we got a nice big bearish candle, right? Could have entered on this one if you was awake, right? I've got a bit of a retrace, started selling here. However, it was one of the trades that I build, right? Because I'm going to put my stop above here. This is a H4 high, right? So I put my stop loss above here. Now, I'm willing to take all of this pressure, all of this heat, all of this drawdown, but I'm also I've started selling here. I will also add to this trade. And once I saw this big bearish candle here, I actually started selling from here as well, okay? So my average price is around here, okay? And, you know, I'm still, you know, wanting Aussie dollar, US dollar to come down. What we want to see here, guys, is, you know, this level hold, 'cause I'm still in this trade. We want to see this level hold, right? And we want to see a breakdown of H1 structure. So if we see something like this, yeah, and then we get a breakdown, you know, the trade's still looking good. Obviously, if this builds up, it's not. All right, so that's Aussie dollar, US dollar, and we're still in this trade, yeah? The second trade idea from yesterday, and I've been in this for a couple of days now, and it just hit target this morning, right? Now, let's start with the day chart, right? So this is a clear structure break. And I love a fresh structure break. I love a fresh structure break more than I love Liverpool FC and Gal Gadot. Yeah, that's how much. So let's understand what we were looking at on the day chart. So we were in an uptrend, stopped making higher highs, right? And then price eventually broke, yeah, with this candle here, the body of this candle broke these lows, right? So we're in a downtrend. As soon as we get that candle, we're in a downtrend, right? And ever since then, you know, the candles have been bearish. Even this candle, look at the top wick compared to the bottom wick, right? That is bearish. Okay, and we also got a bearish candle yesterday, which again closed below the bottom of this candle. So that is bearish. All right, so bearish, bearish, bearish. And we were selling this. If we drop down to the H1, so again, guys, I've been selling this. I started selling here. I added a position here. Okay, and I've been in this trade, and my target was 8356. So it's literally just hit my target this morning. And guys, if you want this trade idea along with all of my trade signals, then please come join the VIP Trading Academy. And if you deposit funds in one of our preferred brokers, you can have free access to the VIP Trading Academy. So I was already in this trade, but if you were trading this yesterday, there was a lovely candle to trade from. So if we just follow H1 structure, actually, before we do, let me show you this trend line, right? I keep seeing trend lines everywhere, but look at price keeps, even here, price keeps hitting this trend line, okay? And yesterday was no different, right? So we really like this entry. Okay, so I was already, you know, in this trade to the max, if you like. So I didn't add to it here, but I would have done, right? Because H1 structure, lower highs, right? Lower lows, these lows were holding, but this high held. Not only did we get a bounce off of this trend line, but also this grey resistance level. And we had this nice big bearish H1 candle, right? Just sell here, stop above here, you know, and you'll be nicely in profit so far. All right, guys. So, excuse me. Yeah, we had a really nice entry candle here, guys. So yeah, those were the trades from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy receiving my analysis and trade ideas every single day, then please come join us. Don't be shy. Subscribe to the channel right now. Smash that notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Thank you very much indeed. Right, trades for Tuesday the 25th of June. Before we get started, guys, let me just mention a few things. So first of all, if you haven't joined our trading community where you can talk to like-minded traders, then why not? Come join our free Discord channel. It's free. Also, guys, right now we're running a promotion on our VIP Trading Academy. Normally you have to pay for this, but if you open an account with our preferred broker and deposit some funds, you can get free access. In there, you get all of my trade signals, you get numerous tutorials, yeah, from things I've learned over the years, and you get direct access to me should you need help with anything, guys. So check that promo out. Also, guys, we've started our price action masterclass yesterday, which is why we didn't have a live stream. But if you're still interested in joining it, then you can still register, guys, and join us for our second session next Monday. If you're interested in that, please register today. It was a great session yesterday. Come join us for that. Finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member, and there's many, many perks for doing so. Check it all out. It's all in the video description. Right, trades for today, guys. Trades for today are based on euro weakness. Okay, so euro weakness is what we're seeing in the charts today, or yesterday, should I say, which is leading to some trade ideas for today. The first one is euro Aussie dollar, right? I just wanted to start with the weekly chart because you can see, you know, we're clearly in a downtrend. And for me, it's breaking this low was quite significant. Okay, that's quite a big, you know, low to break. And if we zoom in, yeah, you can see this candle, last week's candle, broke that low over here. Sorry, my big head is in the way. And if we zoom out, guys, we've still potentially got room, you know, all the way down to this next area of support. Okay. So yeah, plenty of room to move into. If we look at the day chart as well, this is also in a downtrend, right? We were sort of a bit sideways here, arguably an uptrend here, right? But not arguably, we were. And then price just dropped like a stone ever since. And this is where we are. We're getting lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, we're in a downtrend. And just look at this reaction we had with this wick here yesterday. Time and time again, we see this pattern. What was once support, you can see it was support here and price shot off. When it breaks and retests, it becomes very good resistance. We love, love, love this pattern. Yeah, that is a beautiful entry, okay, on the day chart. Obviously, we're not entering on the day chart, but you can see we've had this reaction. I know it's a green candle, but it's this wick at this level is, you know, potentially telling us we can come lower. And our first target would be back down to these daily lows and this 6050 psychological level. If we drop down to the H4 now, yeah, I mean, we're just waiting for structure breaks, right? So you can see, just to see, it's literally touched that level and we've got a bearish reaction. Now, I keep seeing trend lines everywhere, like in my sleep, when I'm driving. Okay, I don't really, but some of these trend lines are so apparent, right? You can't not see them. You know, I'm all about horizontal support and resistance levels, but look at this trend line. Yeah, look at this trend line, how it just hits the trend line, hits the trend line, hits the trend line, you know, hits the trend line. You know, this blue trend line is proving to be very good support in this market. And all I want to see, guys, is this, right? So let's say the price action does this for a bit, yeah, and then we get a break of the trend line, but also potentially a break in H1 structure. Let's say this was the last low and we start selling from here. Yeah, so if we get that double whammy break of a trend line, break of H1 structure, I think this could be a really good trade to the downside. If that break doesn't come, we don't trade it, right? It could carry on doing this for the next 25 years. I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea, right? So we need that breakdown, and then Euro Aussie dollar, we shall sell. And it's exactly the same with Euro pound. These have some really clear trend lines, but let's start with the day chart. And again, let's start with the weekly chart, right? So we have got, you know, a clear breakdown on the H1 structure. Yeah, bang. Lower lows, you know, and price quite a bearish candle here, and not really a super bullish candle from last week. If we drop down to the day chart, it's about this level holding. There is a level here that's holding, right? And look how this wick has bounced off the moving average 20. And as you know, guys, I use the moving average 20 as dynamic support and resistance. So resistance in this case, right? And, you know, this last, you know, a bit of sideways consolidation and then bang, right? This last high is holding, right? So potentially we could take it back down to these lows, right? Again, yeah, we need to see a breakdown in structure. If we look at the H4, you know, this trend line, like I just keep seeing trend lines. It's a H4 trend line. Look how unstraight that line is. I apologize. Look at the blue line. Yeah, look at that trend line. H4 keeps hitting it, right? And then if we drop down to the, but let's get this clear, we're in a H4 uptrend. Yeah, look at this, guys. So this may never break, right? So be it, we don't trade. And then if we drop down to the H1, again, it's just a clear, very clear trend line.
Now, like I say, if we get a break of the H1, something like this, breaking these lows, I could even put a grey zone in here, guys, right? If we get a break of that level, break out of this trend line, yeah, we're looking to sell this as well. Okay, so yeah, those, and I'm also looking at Euro Canadian dollar. Again, if we start with the day chart, so again, like I say, trend lines everywhere. Let's look at the weekly chart actually. So this is a weekly trend line, right? Yeah, price keeps touching this level. Yeah, and then it broke. So this weekly candle broke this trend line, which is quite a big deal, right? This trend line's been going since Feb 24, start of the year. Okay, and then we've broken out. Okay, so I'm looking to sell this further. It could even come down to this grey zone here. If we drop down to the day chart now, we are also clearly in a downtrend. And again, look at this setup. Very similar to Euro Aussie dollar, right? We were in an uptrend. Price breaks down. We're in a downtrend. What was once support, when it comes back up and retests it, becomes very good resistance. Okay, and that's what we're seeing right now, guys. If I zoom in, you can see this level through here. Once support, now resistance. And again, just look at the wick. Look at that wick rejection. That wick is far bigger than the body of the candle. That is a bearish candle, and we're just trying to take price back down to these lows. Okay, if not further. If we drop to the H4, again, for me, all of these euro pairs I've shown you are in H4 uptrends. It's worth pointing that out. But if we get a breakdown on potentially the H1, there isn't really any trend line here, but this is the last H1 low. So if you follow structure, yeah, if we get a, perhaps something like this, and we get a break of these lows, again, this could be a good selling opportunity back down to here. If we don't get a break, yeah, we don't trade, right? Price could do this and build back up, not interested. So euro weakness today is the catalyst. I still like the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar sells as well, and I touched on that in the recap earlier. So yeah, I'm also interested in selling New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, guys. So yeah, those are my trade ideas. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Tuesday, the 25th of June, guys. Before I get started, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. And everyone, please don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Come join us for that. Get all of your questions ready. I'm ready for you. Right, news for today, guys. So the first piece of news, you're probably still in bed snoring and dribbling, but at 6 o'clock coming out of Japan, we've got CPI, right? So inflation is still very, very important, right? So this could move any yen pair. Must be aware of that. After that, guys, at 1:30 London GMT, we've got more CPI, but this time coming out of Canada. So we've got core CPI, CPI. So this is like one big 3-star rating for the Canadian dollar at that time. And then I would include these as well. At 2 o'clock, yeah, we've got HPI composite, year on year, month on month. So these two together could be like a one 3-star rating and could move the US dollar. 3 o'clock, we got CB consumer confidence, and again, 3-star rating could move the US dollar. Other than that, guys, as you can see, no further news. So guys, don't forget to join me for the live stream today. Get your questions ready. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you later.